I'm on here because I have exciting news, and I also wanted to show you guys how I come up with my shopping list. So first, the exciting news. I'm fully vegan. I'm fully vegan. I reached my goal. I'm proud of me. Yeah, I know that was corny, but I'm happy. So this will be my first time shopping as a vegan, and I am the only vegan in my house. So, I'm gonna still be getting, the products that I don't eat, but not a lot of it. So the other exciting news. Got my buckets. My bucket letter. So I'm gonna open it because I'm actually holding the camera. So let me show y'all this. Open this up. Okay. Almost got it. Okay, so they come with the bucket certificates. Okay, so I have 4 children that will be participating in the bucket program. So I have Stefania, this is her first year actually participating. Jalecia, Sarai, and Geneva. This is Geneva's last year because she's 12. She'll actually be 13 next month. So this is her last year. It's from, from 5 to age 12. So, let me see. They actually give you 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, they give you these bucket thingies, the little certificates to get you a free personal pan pizza. So like, excuse me, because sometimes I look this way and then yeah, it's, y'all know how I am with looking in this camera. So let me see, got this on the back. You got the teacher name, the school name, the date issued. So it starts from October up to March. So you get to actually choose, how you're going to reach your goals. So right here, this is for my keepsake as well. This is the reader roster. Now this is basically, you get to choose how you're going to like whether you're going to go by how many pages you're going to read, how many chapters, how many minutes. You get to choose those goals. And you have the reader's name. So I'll be filling out the first 4. And as they reach their goals, you color in these little books that they have on here. So on the inside they have, some little things. You got the rules. You have the it says kick off the bucket program with these free books. You have Kate DiCamillo. Child, I cannot pronounce her last name. But you have, some, basically you just read it inside. So on the back, the 2018-2019 Teacher's Guide for Home Educators. So it tells you right there that it's from October to March. So this program is by Pizza Hut, and this video is not sponsored, by the way. It's not a sponsored video. This is just, something that I think everyone should know about if you homeschool, because I remember doing this, in school. So because I do dear time for my children, they can use that, to reach their goals. Sorry about that, y'all. It's night, so I'm in my night gear. Okay, so but I used to do that in school. Used to have DEAR time, which stands for drop everything and read, and I do that here along with the booking program. So basically the goals that I'm going to have this time is, the amount of minutes. I'm going to set an amount of minutes that they're going to reach by the end of October, and it's going to slightly increase as the months pass. So that's something if you guys, want to sign your children up for the Book It program. They do not do co-ops. If you're gonna apply, then you have to apply as a home school. They do not do co-ops. You have to be a homeschooling family. And as well as, with the public school, of course, the public school system. If that's what you do, then you can suggest it to your local school. More exciting news. I actually have a new channel up. I'm going to be posting videos on there. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my shopping list on this channel, and I will actually be posting my actual shopping haul on my new channel. It's called the Vegan Homeschooler. It's called the Homeschooling Vegan MyCafe'Terria. That my mother came up with that, so it's actually, as you can see, my legal name, Terria. And my mom, she has her channel called The Eatery, so we're actually going to be doing some collabs on those channels. And this is basically how I'm going to be separating my homeschooling videos from my vlogs and my vegan cooking recipes. I will still be doing recipes and everything on this channel. It'll be like mainly for like home economics or foods that I cook that aren't vegan, because as I said, I'm the only vegan in my house. I'm letting my children work their way up to making that decision for themselves. Okay, so I have, I'm the only vegan. My children are pescatarian. They still want to eat, seafood every now and then. So what I'll do is just get like, the salmon burgers and stuff like that. Like I don't eat that anymore. So I'm going to be doing my shopping haul on my new channel. So make sure you go over, and subscribe to my new channel. I'll put the link in the description box below. So you will see my first upload. I will also be moving my vegan some of my videos, if they're still uploaded. I may have to re-edit some of them and then put them on my new channel, but those videos will still be on this channel, but I will also have them on my new channel as well. So now to get started, and make sure you subscribe to my mother's channel as well. Her channel is going to be in the description box below. So basically what me and her are doing, she's going to have her her cooking and everything on there. So I'll be actually veganizing some of her recipes, and we're actually going to be doing some collabs come Thanksgiving and Christmas, so be looking out for that. This is going to be like some major fun, and when me and my mom get together, it's like we don't know how to act, y'all. That's my mama. That's my baby, okay? That is my baby for life, okay? So yeah, we're going to be cutting up in some of everything, so okay, so make sure you sub to her channel. That is my baby. I love that woman to life. Let's see. So I have my little book right here, and this was going to be like a book for me, for journaling and stuff, and like keeping little notes and stuff like that. But I'm actually working on a cookbook. So that's some more exciting news. I'm working on a cookbook, so hopefully I'll have that out as soon as possible. So so far I have about 42 recipes in this book. And well, actually it's about, let's see, about 3 of them I didn't transfer to this book yet. So I'm actually, I'm writing the recipes. My daughter Sarai actually has a recipe, and she said I can put it in this book. So that 43rd recipe, that's Sarai's. She has a muffin recipe, and it's good. It's so good. She's 11 years old. She wrote that recipe. She wrote that recipe like earlier this year. And it's actually, it's really good. So I'll see if she can, I'll ask her if she can do that video. We'll upload that video to the other channel, to the Vegan Homeschooler. So she'll be excited about that. So basically, usually what I do is I come up with the list of things that I actually want to fix for the month. Okay, and this actually, it really helps. If you saw my shopping haul video, then you'll know I saved almost $500, and I spent just over $500. So I have my little paper up here that I have where I got my breakfast, my lunch, and my supper. Have those ideas. And usually I'll write it down and then write the ingredients that I need for each recipe. But I didn't have to go through all that because I'm writing my cookbook. So this is my cookbook before the publishing. And so all I did was just go through and I put the ingredients down that I needed on my shopping list. So once you go through that and you write down all the ingredients down, I have my list right here. It's actually this, front and back, and this. That's all. Because basically what you want to do is do inventory in your home. So you start out doing inventory in your home. Once you get, your list, make sure you can do inventory before or after you do your list, whichever you prefer. And so as I go through each one of my recipes, when I see things that are repeated, like you see on here, there are tally marks on here for things that I need. So the tally marks represent each time I have to write this down on the list. So I just put a tally mark. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's how many I'll be getting. That's just how I keep track of everything that I need. So I know I'm making, that I'm making a list, to the point where I'll actually have enough. Now, the list, this month was so successful that I actually have things already in here that I'm going to need for next month, because I actually bought more than enough, and we ended up having enough to eat throughout the entire month. Like, I've used to hear people say constantly all the time that shopping vegan is expensive. It depends on how you shop and where you go. Now, as I stated before, my mom always taught my siblings and I that in order to save the most money, you have to go to different stores, because you have some stores, they may have something that you need, but another store may have a lower price. You see what I'm saying? Or a better deal. They have, better deals and everything. So, but shopping vegan it's not expensive. For me, it's not expensive. And if shopping vegan is not what you do, then that's your choice. I will give you guys substitutes, or tell you what things you can use in place of it if you choose not to be vegan. That is not something that I would choose to force on anybody. That's not something that's to be forced. Your choice is your choice. So, now I promote veganism. Now I'm all for it, but I'm not gonna force nobody to be that. So I have once I have my list wrote out. Now, what I didn't do just yet, I'm at the stage now where I can start taking everything that I wrote down and put it all into categories. You got your fruits, you got your vegetables, you have your condiments, you have your seasonings. Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? So you do all of that, and then I actually make with like a little legend in the corner of my paper. This is what I did this month. I made a legend in the corner of my paper with all the stores that I shop at, and I put abbreviations. So when I go to look in the sales paper, I'll see, okay, so they have this, okay, but this has a better deal. But then again, this store has a better deal. I put the abbreviation to the store that I'm going to get the product from. So that's what I did, and that's what I did this month. So I'm going to do the same process, you know, this month, and, you know, see how much I save and everything. I find this, I find this a lot better for me, you know, for me to get everything that I need, because like I said, this month, this is the very last day of the month, and I still got a lot of food in there from this month. You know, because I actually did some freezer cooking, made some stuff, and, you know, froze it. I'm going to be doing burritos for my children. My burritos are going to be separate because, as I stated in one of the videos that I previously made, that I was eating too much. I was eating entirely too much tofu, and when I stopped eating that for a little while, my face started to clear up until I messed around and ate some eggs again. So, and then that made me feel horrible. So I'm going to start back getting the tofu, but I'm going to actually make the dishes ahead of time, so my face don't break out, you know. So you can see it's clearing up, you know. Still got a couple of little, you know, bumps right here, but it looks better than it did, you know. So it's like right much things you can do, like what I did to actually keep everything fresh. I still have frozen vegetables from this month, you know. Not frozen vegetables, I'm sorry, I have frozen fruit from this month. The cheapest way to go is to purchase your fruit fresh. I used to get my fruit frozen, and the bags be like, depending on what you get, the bags be like anywhere from $8 to like $12. Some of them bags be like $14 and $15, and I'm like, okay, something got to give, because that's high for frozen fruit. So the best thing to do is to get your fruit fresh, get you a buttload of Ziploc bags, okay? Make sure you have a bunch of Ziploc bags on deck, okay? Because what I did this month to make everything, you know, to make sure nothing went bad, you know, I took all of my own, because I bought so much fresh fruits and vegetables and everything. I took my fruit, and my kids rinsed the fruit for me. I put them in Ziploc bags, you know, and I put them in the freezer. Sarai cut up all the green bell peppers, and she cut up 12 bell peppers for me, you know. So that's like the footage of her, you know, cutting up the bell peppers. So she cut up some bell peppers for me. 12 bell peppers she cut up for me. I put them in Ziploc bags. I cut up the onions, the Vidalia onions. I cut those up into little cubes, and I sliced the red onions. I ain't even gonna lie, I procrastinated with them. Them burn worse than any onion I ever cut. Okay, so we just gonna get that out of the way first this time. So I cut up all of my vegetables. Make sure you cut them all up, you know, in the way you plan on cooking them. Like, if you got a recipe that calls for diced bell peppers, you dice them. Sliced bell peppers, you slice them. So just get them and just slice them and, you know, cut them up in different ways, and then make sure you pop them in the freezer. And what I usually do, I just make sure, like, I bang the bag a little bit, make sure they get all loose and stuff like that, and then I just toss it in there while it's still frozen, you know, and then I saute it like that, and it'll actually come in handy, especially if you're the type of person who likes to water saute and you don't like to use a lot of oil. So that'll be, you know, perfect. If you don't want to worry about the sogginess, then you blanch it for a few seconds and then pull it out, and then, you know, you can put them in a Ziploc bag. Let me see. I'm trying to think of everything I possibly can. I took my mushrooms, cleaned them up real good, and I cut those up. The mushrooms, cauliflower, TVP, all of that stuff. I use that for, like, you know, like my meat substitute. And it's actually really good. Let me see. If you can, you know, you decide to make some of your dishes frozen, like, I'm not going to do all of my dishes frozen. You can actually get you some pans. They have the pans at BJ's. They have pans at BJ's for about $7, and it's like $7.49 or something like that. And it comes 30 in a pack. So, you know, I'm right out here at the BJ's over in Capitol Heights. So it's, you know, they got some good deals. I got the majority of my food from BJ's, and I'm telling you, normally when I would go in BJ's, I'm spending about as much money as I spent the whole month. You know, so I'll spend like maybe $400 or $500 in BJ's alone. But since I've been, you know, made my list and I stuck to my list, I ended up spending, I was just shy of $250, which is excellent for me because BJ's is my favorite store, and I go in there and I go buck wild in there. Okay, so let me see, am I missing anything? If you like to get vegan mayo and things like that, and you can't find it in the Whole Foods, if there's a Shoppers in your area, if there's a Shoppers in your area, then they actually have vegan mayo in the Shoppers. Let me see. They have vegan chocolate chips in the Giant, if you have Giant in your area. I get my vegan chocolate chips from there. My tofu cream cheese. It's a lot of things that, you know, that I like to get, and I try to add these things on my list. But this time it's like my list getting shorter and shorter, because I think I had 2 full pages this month. This time I got 1 page front and back and part of 1 page. So and that's got a lot to do with me actually having a lot of the ingredients that I already need. But so if you guys, you know, want to see the shopping haul, the actual shopping haul, the shopping haul will be uploaded to my new channel, The Homeschooling Vegan. I'll put that link in the description box below, along with my mother's new channel. So I'm gonna be veganizing some of her recipes, and I'll also have vlogs, my shopping haul, lots and lots of recipes I'm gonna be putting on there. And I'm praying that I get this cookbook out as soon as possible, because I'm having a lot of fun making it, and I just pray that you guys love it. This is my very first project like this, and like, you guys have motivated me to keep going. Like, your comments, all the love that you show, those of you who follow me on Instagram and Facebook, those of you on my homeschool support group, y'all, you know, gave me motivation, and, you know, especially my children, them, my hearts, You know, my mom, my siblings, they support me in everything that I do, you know. So my sister just inboxed me like a bunch of vegan recipes. So I'm gonna check those out, and I'm gonna recommend those that I like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it helps you out in some way. If you try this method that, you know, that I tried, I know it's like a long process, you know, but it, at the end of the day, it came in handy. So if you try it, let me know how it works out for you. How much money did you save? And if you're on the same journey, you know, that I'm on, because even though I have reached my goal to become vegan, if you're on that same journey, just know you can do it. You can do it. Some days you might feel like you just want to give up. You might want to grab, you know, like a giant bowl of ice cream or something like that. But just, you know, just know you can do it. And then we're not perfect. There'll be slip-ups. I had a couple of slip-ups before I actually decided to completely make the transition. But just know that you can do it. You can do it. There's always some type of support out there, even if you just, you know, shoot me an email, or, you know, comment, you know, on one of my videos, or, you know, message me on Instagram or something like that, or anybody that you feel comfortable talking to. Just make sure that you keep in your mind that you can do it, and that you are human, that we all fall short, but we get back up just as strong. So y'all got this, you know what I'm saying? So I love y'all to the moon and back. Thank y'all so much for your support. Thank you for your motivation. You know, thank you for all your kind words, and, you know, everything. Just, I love you guys so much. You all be blessed and stay blessed, kings and queens.
Thank you for watching, Kings and Queens. You can now follow us on Instagram at Homeschool Royalty. You can like me on Facebook, Ria Maxine, Homeschool Royalty. Also, you can join my homeschool support group, Royal Ria Dealers. All are welcome. All I ask is that you respect each other. We are all kings and queens and should carry ourselves as such. Be sure to like my business page, The Ria Deal, Gold Canyon. While you're there, click shop now and make some purchases. We have candles, fragrance oils, scent pods, pod warmers, even non-toxic plant-based cleaning supplies, and many more. If you have any questions or video requests, email us at homeschoolroyalty2017@outlook.com. I love you all to the moon and back, and thank you for your support. Have a blessed day. Are you starting a journey to good health? Just eat the colors of the rainbow and you're well on your way, kings and queens. Have a blessed day.